Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to Sena and all of my fellow classmates. My name is Puchi Abalkis and I will introduce you all about our group topic, which is how to improve healthcare awareness among University Alam students. First, our group members has 8 members, which is Ong Hui Ching, Ko Jingying, Malini, Nur Shaimimi, Nur Haisha, Nur Asma, and I, lastly me, Puchi Abalkis. So we will continue our presentation with Nur Haisha parts, with Nur Haisha for introduction parts. Thank you.
Hello and good morning to everyone. My name is Nur Haisha binti Mazlan. I would like to present about the executive summary for this proposal report. First and foremost, the purpose of this proposal report is to improve the students' health awareness issues by having the healthcare class in University Alam campus. We have conducted a survey by giving questionnaires that has been made through the Google form to identify the students' problem about the health awareness issues. There are 500 respondents have answered the survey. Most of the students tend to neglect their health during their study period. From the survey, we have identified the reason behind of this problem. The reason of the student because they have low awareness and prevention of the disease or pandemic. Besides, they more focus on the academics and cost of the healthcare class fees are expensive. Students cannot afford the fees. The health class is not within the measures and unwilling time of the healthcare class outside the campus to the student. To solve this issue, having the healthcare class in University Alam campus can improve the student health awareness. The estimate cost for the healthcare class is 17,600 ringgit. Although the cost is quite high, it is worth as it will give many benefits to the students during their study period. To continue this presentation, I will pass to my friend.
Good day everyone, my name is Malini and I'm resuming the presentation with a brief introductions on the proposal made. First and foremost, we as students, considering the well-being of other students, are proposing a proposal on improving the healthcare awareness among students. In our campus, University Alam. University Alam is one of the campus under UniMAP, the University Malaysia Police. We all know Police is the smallest state in Malaysia that is still undergoing or experiencing developments in implementation of sophisticated technologies in various fields. Meanwhile, UniMAP is a university in Perlis that comprises of 14,000 students studying in there from various states as well as from foreign countries. To be specific, University Alam itself comprises of more than 1,000 students that spend their life together despite of their geographical locations and also their medical backgrounds. As we mentioned earlier, in Perlis, there's less hospitals that are equipped with highly sophisticated technologies that deal with diseases. Therefore, to get a proper medical assistance, as a student, they have to travel further to 1 or 2 hospitals in Perlis to get a proper, highly qualified treatments. Thus, as a student, to make the life of a student easier, we are making this proposal in which we are planning or suggesting to organize classes on healthcare ideas which will improve the awareness that will consequently decrease the risk of falling sick. Proceeding any further. So, generally, what we know about health, what does health means? So, health means the state of well-being in aspect of both physically and mentally. So, in recent period of time, the world has been alarmed with the pandemic COVID-19. So we can barely see anyone walking on the streets without mask. So that shows how important or how big is the priority on taking care of one's health. So in for instance, we also can observe that a person are willing to spend more on their medical fees compared to other fields in their life. So the question arising here is why we should look after our health. What does it give us? Why are we bothering so much to be healthy? Here's the answers. First and foremost, taking care of ourselves, be healthy, will help us to have more energy in ourselves. The rise of the energy will help us to focus and accomplish our goals. We as humans, we have all kind of desires in us. So to achieve each and every desires, we must be healthy. Without health, nothing can be enjoyed well. So secondly, taking care of body gives us a greater pride in ourselves. We all love ourselves. That's for sure. So to show up more, to show up the gratefulness of having us is the best way to take care of the health. Third, emotions are intensified when we don't feel good. And that's where it comes the word depressions. So to avoid depressions, anxiety, insecurities on life, it's good to take care of ourselves. Furthermore, healthy minds and bodies reduce stress and provide greater well-being. So this is what I just meant just now. To avoid depressions, anxieties, or any negative feelings that halts our success or our goals. And lastly, living healthy means living longer. Who would deny or who would say no for living longer? Because we all live to be happy. So to happy, to enjoy the most, so it's good to take care of our health. Therefore, realizing the importance of being healthy, we as the students are suggesting on conducting healthcare classes that improve the awareness among students. Why specifically students and why specifically university students? University students come far from home to study, and they study and live and mostly spend their life or times with various group of people. So for them to know more on health care is very important. So first and foremost, ignorance. Students are often ignorant of their health. They are more on finishing assignments or passing their exams than to take care of themselves, that they feel that they lack of themselves, but they fail to realize that only with a good health they can perform well with a healthy mind, and they are able to concentrate and focus more on their works. Secondly, uncontrolled lifestyles. As a university student, they are more surrounded by their peers compared to the companion of their parents, although they are much older to know what is right and wrong, but sometimes following up to the temporary joys of life, they tend to ignore their state of health and influence to do unhealthy things, which will cause detrimental to their health. Following to my third point is in less healthcare facilities. As been discussed or has been presented earlier, in Perlis, as a student, personally, we have to travel far or further to get a proper medical assistance. Therefore, rather than complaining on environment, we are more open to take care of ourselves. In addition, time restrictions. As a student in their life, their timetable will be packed with classes and assignments, which will restrict their time for themselves in what they mean as jogging, exercising to take care of their health. So they must know on easier ways or simple ways, even on busy day or a busy schedule they can take out to themselves. Lastly, the awareness. Students are often noticed with less awareness. For instance, they might do not wear masks when going out to shop. They might think that they're just going to shop. Why do they need to wear a mask? So, to let them know what is happening around them, what will cause them, what will happen. So they have to attend, or they have to make themselves to know more on healthcare. So healthcare classes will help them in that case. And that's all from me as an introduction. I will pass on to my next presenter. Thank you.
Hi, good day. I am Ong Hui Jing from RY21. Thanks for my friends that present just now. And let's start for my presentation. Now, I would like to present what kind of method we use in our proposal report. Survey is the most important method for us to collect the opinions regarding health class among the UniMAP students in campus University Alam. Survey is defined as a method for gathering information about characteristics, actions, or opinions of a large group of people. Sampling is the process of selecting units from a population of interest. In this proposal report, we are using random sampling. This is to ensure each member of submit carrier equal opportunity of being chosen as the part of sampling process. For example, we also collect data from different gender, age range, level of education, and year of study. There are 100 respondents which involved in the survey. 65% of them are female and 35% of them are male. 69% of respondents are between the age of 19 and 23 years old, while only 3% of them are above 27 years old. 18% of respondents are in the range of age between 23 and 27 years old, while 10% of respondents are below 19 years old. From the pie chart, there are 74% of respondents are degree students and 20% of them are diploma students. The rest are master and PhD. 67% of students are from year 3. 16% of respondents are from year 2. 6% of them are from year 1 and only 7% respondents from year 4. Questionnaire is a written tool that presents respondents with a set of questions. In our survey, we are using Google Forms and distributed to UniMAP students through social media such as WhatsApp. There are 20 questions and 4 sections in the question. All of these questions are closed-ended questions. It generates a limited set of responses that can be coded easily in a database with some number or symbol that represents a response. For questions in section A and D, dichotomous questions and multiple choice questions are used. And they are the questions that can be answered either in one of the 2 or more than 2 ways respectively. For section B and C, Likert scale multiple choice questions is used and 5-pointer skills questions where the respondent is required to answer. With this closed-ended question, we can receive high response rates because questions are easy to understand. Hence, the respondents don't need to spend time on reading the questions. This kind of question is quantifiable. The data is easier to compare and also have predefined relevant answer. That's all for my presentation today. Thank you.
Okay, let's proceed to my part. Hello everyone. My name is Nurul Shamimi Izati binti Zamruddin. I am from Faculty of Chemical Technology Engineering. Here I will talk about problem faced by university students in healthcare issue. Okay, for the first problem, which is no time for healthcare class outside university campus. Here, you can see on the chart above, there is 40 students university are agreed about no time for healthcare class outside university campus. This is because healthcare class does not suitable with their timetable, so they cannot attend healthcare class due to their different schedule. Okay, for the next problem, which is healthcare class is beyond the reach of masses. From the graph above, from the chart above, you can see that 32 students university agree that healthcare class is far from the campus. This is because a student does not have their own transport to go to the healthcare class. They also need to prepare money for public transport. Next, for the third problem, which is almost all healthcare outside university campus are costly or expensive. From the chart above, you can see that 74% students agree about this problem because usually healthcare class outside the campus does not offer student price. This is because usually healthcare class outside the campus does not offer special price for students. They only they only have standard price which is same with other people. Other than that, the fee also does not include with public transport fee, which means they need to prepare extra money for transport fee. Then for the next problem, students tend to focus more on academic compared to their health. Okay, from the chart above, it's obviously you can see that only 3% disagree with this point, with this problem. It is the main reason why obesity record highest among young generation. Students tend to see that academic is the only way to decide the career after graduation. But the fact is, if they have worse health, so the life will become worse. And for the last problem is low awareness and prevention of disease may affect them. Okay, for this problem, only 28 students university agree about this. This is because they must follow the current issue, especially current issue now is about COVID-19. They also must know certain SOP in a certain situation to handle the disease. If they are not aware, it may affect them. So, in other words, regret later are pointless. So next, we will proceed with the next part.
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. My name is Putri Abalkis and I will present about the solution to improve health awareness among University Alam students. First, the solutions that agreed by 40% of University Alam students is development and implementation of healthcare interventions. How we want to implement this? By we organize the special healthcare. From this, we teach the student from A to Z. From how they want to take healthy diet, how exercise regularly, properly, and also from this we hope we can teach them about the not this bad lifestyle. For example, the diseases that tend to attack us, which is chronic disease, which is heart attack, diabetes, and obesity. But from this class, as we can see, there's many cases around Malaysia, especially we want to focus. There's suicide cases and other cases that caused by mental health. So the mental health, we must take important about this problem. The mental health, the mental problem, for example, is depression, anxiety, and others. So from this class, we hope we can teach students how to vent. How to manage their emotion, how to manage their time so they can reduce their problem. So, second solution is we include the fitness and weight management in class because as we can see from the Google Form of Statistics that we got from our research, most students tend to focus on their academic. So they just ignore about the healthcare for them healthcare. So what the fitness and weight management class that we talk about here is, for example, for the fitness, we can equip them with special equipment for them to train. For example, treadmill, and also we can have build open the yoga classes. Yoga, martial arts also can be a sport, and then the sports not just use the equipment, but we can jump rope skipping, jogging, and cardio activity. For example, Tabata and others. So we can just also Zumba, which fun with music and others, so we can release our stress. Also, that proved by research, scientific research, that if we active, our brain also can be productive. And if you have insomnia and others, so you are suggested to exercise during evening because it can help the brain to relax during night, so you can sleep peacefully. Okay. Next, weight management. waste management here is very important because it can help our physical and mental health. So, how we want to maintain the weight by doing exercise, eat diet regularly, eat healthy diet, and also we can follow the health ministry advise us to exercise for at least 30 minutes. Drink for 8 glasses, 8 glasses a day, at least 8 glasses a day, and do a medical checkup regularly. So that's a solution for our problems to improve the health awareness among University Alam students. Thank you. That's all from me.
Hello everyone, I am Nur Akila binti Mahabran and I am from RY21. Today, I would like to present about the solutions that we have come up with from the problem that we have been identified from the survey. I will continue from the Putri parts. I will explain the other two solutions that we have come up with. As for the problem which many students had agreed that the healthcare class fee outside the UniMAP is expensive. So, we have come up with a solution to offer a more affordable fee for the students to join for the class. So, we will join forces with the University Alam Student Council to allocate special fund to help support the program. So, through this fund, we will able to cover up most of the operation costs and the students are able to pay for the fee at a more reasonable price. Besides that, we will also find a sponsorship through UniMAP or other company to help support our program. Through this program also, students are able to get the annual medical checkup. They can also get a mental health consultation from the advisor or the coach that we have hired from the class. Next, as for the problem which many students agree that the healthcare class is not within the masses, which located far away from the University Alam campus. So, we will set the location for the healthcare class to be at University Alam campus. So, the students will be able to go for the classes. In a very short time, they can go there by walking or even by bicycle. They don't have to pay for the transportation fee and also they don't have to struggle to catch up with the bus. So it will be much more convenient for them. Next, and last but not least, for the solutions from the problem of the students who are unable to make time to join the class, we will hold the class at weekend. So, for the students who are busy with their lab schedules or even with their classes, they are able to come or join the classes in the weekend. So, in the weekend, we will manage to have more classes. The students will be free to join the class. And for the students who are busy with their co-curriculum activities on Saturday, we will design a special time for them on Sunday. They can come up with us and call us whenever they are free on Sunday and they can come and join for the class. So, with the much more proper timetable, the students are able to join the classes without any restriction. And they will be much more convenient to do that. Thank you, that's all from me.
Hi, my name is Nur Asma binti Rohani. I will proceed with my part, which is the benefit of healthcare class. Some of the benefit that we aim from this program is it can help to lead the student to live a healthier life.
This is because our program emphasizes on how to improve their physical, mental, emotional, and social health among students. This program will help them to know the importance of caring their own well-being. During the classes, the PIC can teach the student about healthcare, and the student can ask directly to the PIC. Next, since nowadays we fully attend online classes, there are many problems with our mental health. Hence, this class can help to improve our mental health. Other than improving our mental health, we also aim to improve self-awareness in each student that participate in this class. This class also can help students to spend their leisure time with useful things because this class gives more input that can apply in our daily life. Lastly, the student does not need to spend more money on transportation since the class held in University Alam campus. A healthcare class gives a lot of benefit in terms of effect of health, self-care, and many more. Thank you.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Let me introduce myself. I am calling in from RY21. The subject of my presentation is management and cost. For the first part, I will explain about the management, and the next part, I will explain about the cost. First of all, there are some factors to focus as a standard healthcare class in UniMAP. The first factor is set clear expectation before the start of the year to get all on the same page of the starting point. Secondly, gather the support system as colleagues can give a helping hand. Thirdly, to have and set up simple classroom rules. Fourthly, establish an area for the supplies and needs in the classroom. Fifthly, determine and consider the common time for class disruption. Also build the session of question and answer without delay. Sixthly, introduce blended learning to avoid downtime. The management should be dominant at this study for healthcare class at Unicity, which schedule appropriate timetable healthcare class. Impart knowledge about food nutrition and physical health. Provide welfare to students that join healthcare class, such as offer student affordable medical fees or medical checkup, and organize healthcare campaigns. The healthcare class administrators are required to focus the issue on the staff requirement. For instance, coaches and retrainers or other specialists. The fundamental sports equipment should be provided for teaching and exercise purpose. There are a list of committee which consists of presidents, secretary, treasurer, and general committee. The next part, I would like to talk about the cost. The category of costs are utilities, sport equipment, staff salary, material use, and medical service. In a nutshell, I would like to say that management and cost are vital elements in healthcare class. Thank you very much for your attention.
I will continue to the conclusion. In conclusion, there are many problems that students have to face that will affect their health and impact their health awareness because they need to focus more on academic. Besides, cost of the healthcare class are expenses. The healthcare class is not being reached of the masses and unwilling time to the students. The existence of the healthcare class in University Alam campus can help the students' problem by giving the health awareness. Students will more alert about their health by joining the healthcare class without worries about the transportation and expenses class fees. By having A healthcare class will benefit to the student in many ways, and students should take the advantages of it. Lastly, the healthcare class will surely give the health awareness to the student to stay healthy, active, increase their productivity, creativity, and building up their immunity to many illnesses. That's all from us. Thank you.